Perhaps you've seen it. Maybe in a dream. A murky, forgotten land. A place where souls may mend your ailing mind. You will lose everything. Once branded, the symbol of the curse, an augur of darkness. Your past, your future, your very light. None will have meaning, and you won't even care. By then, you'll be something other than human. A thing that feeds on souls, a hollow. Long ago, in a walled-off land far to the north, a great king built a great kingdom. I believe they called it Drang Lake. Perhaps you're familiar. No, how could you be? But one day, you will stand before its decrepit gate without really knowing why. Like a moth drawn to a flame, your wings will burn in anguish, time after time. For that is your fate, the fate of the cursed.
Hello and welcome to Dark Souls. This is Patrick, also known as SerBalustrade, and we're going to be playing some Dark Souls 2. I mean, I'm doing post-commentary because, well, to be honest, my first 2 episodes that I did, I thought it was recording me, but it wasn't. And then after a long time, like weeks of trying to record this game, and it not quite working for me, and then I bought a HDVR, and then that wasn't working for me. So that was massively frustrating. Massively frustrating. So what I'm doing is post commentary. We're gonna see how it goes. If it's really crap or it's really difficult, we'll just record the entire fucking series again with live commentary. So that's something to look forward to, but it'll obviously be a different character or a different playstyle, because I wouldn't want to do it all again straight away with the same. Excuse me, it's quite early in the morning, so I'm going to yawn slightly. Alright, so we just picked up a rusted coin there, which is fairly handy. It boosts luck there. It's basically item find, kind of, I think. I've never actually used one because it seems quite useful, so I'm hoarding it forever. Then there's a little secret down here now, which is a smooth and silky stone, I believe. Or a small smooth and silky, yeah. There you go. We can trade those with some gentlemen later on that we're going to meet. Alright, so this is a cool starting area. I really like it. These people are awesome.
What seems to be the ruckus?
Oh my, your face. The face of the curse. It's an undead. An undead has come to play. They all end up here. All the ones like you. You spoke to that kind old dear, didn't you?
You're finished. You'll go hollow. Yes, you'll become one of them.
Hollows prey upon men, feast upon their souls. This is the fate of the cursed.
What is your name?
Okay, so this is where I shattered the first of the bubbles that I had prepared. Fully intentional to go with the fist bro, or fist. But then I thought, actually, let's try something different. After playing through several times with a fist bro, trying to record and get it working, fuck that shit again. The start of it is just so boring. So I said, fuck it, make it interesting. Let's go with someone else. So it's part of a post commentary. Am I actually going to start fucking typing soon, or what? I do not remember waiting that fucking long to type that in. Jesus Christ. Okay, so yeah, we name it Robin. Oh my god, I'm gonna cut it out for you guys, but for me, because I'm doing post commentary here, I sat here watching that screen with no one typing for 5 fucking minutes. Just sitting here, because I didn't want to mess up my synchronization.
At least you know your own name. Here's your reward for sharing. It's a human effigy.
Take a closer look.
Who do you think it's supposed to be? Think back, deep into your past. Yes, it's an effigy of you.
Alright, so we're going with a lady. I'm gonna make her a bit buff. No, not fat, buff. Buff. No, buff. Good boy. And then, yep, see? I'm quite indecisive. Are we did not make her buff? Not bald. Jesus, no. Give her some decent hair. One for the fetishists. No. No. Yeah, stick with it. There's me looking for a beard because I've made so many men in the last while. Yeah. Apparently women don't have beards. That's a thing there. Okay. Is that the one I picked? It looks similar. Yes. I think. Is it? And then I changed the eyes as well. Pick a nice color. Yeah, okay. Suppose ginger works. And then we pick kind of a whitey, bluey thingy. No. I mean, in any game that I play, really, this kind of thing here. I mean, playing Final Fantasy, the newest one. I spent like the first 6 hours of that trying to make a character that I actually wanted to play, which is ridiculous. Same with all the Mass Effect games. I spent so long just making a character that I barely get to play the game for a long time after I buy it. It's pretty crazy. Dragon Age as well. I tend to have one guy. Like if I'm making a fella, he's got bald head, and his facial hair is grey or white. Yeah, or ginger, one or the other. Usually grey or white. So every voice now, if I see someone playing one of these games, especially like a Let's Play of Mass Effect, or I see a friend of mine playing it or something, it freaks me out because my voice is coming from some other random face. It's really weird. Yeah, so we choose the knight here, basically for the strength and the dexterity, and just general healthiness.
All people come here for the same reason. To break the curse.
You're no different, I should think. Doesn't stand a chance. Well, you never know. Go through the door and trot along to the kingdom.
But remember, hold on to your souls. They're all that keep you from going hollow. Oh, I'll fool you no longer. You'll lose your souls. All of them. Over and over again.
So this is us. So I mean, there's a lot of people we could talk to here. This lady here can go on forever. We're going to ignore her, and we're going to run her upstairs. I advise you to never break these. I mean, you can hit them once if you got a low damage weapon, just to see if it's a mimic. Otherwise, just pick it up, because if you break it, you just get rubbish from it. And so you actually break the items inside. So we're heading back now the way we came, because there's another little secret area we need to go to. There's two fancy items here for early game. One of them is one that we kind of really need. It's a great ring, especially at the start. Basically, I'll show it to you now when it comes out. Oh, this guy can fuck you pretty easily. It's all about getting behind the fucker and baiting him to sit down. Then you can get a few free hits in, and then he'll get up again. Just make sure you don't get hit because it can hurt you quite badly. He's got a one-hit grab as well, a one-hit kill, should I say, when he grabs you. And he'll fuck you at that point. You know, he'll seriously fuck you up. Yeah, so we're taking down pretty handily. Now imagine me trying to do this on my character that has just fists. It took me like fucking 15 minutes of that to try and actually whittle him down. This is the other thing here now, which is gold pine resin. So we're going to go have a look at the ring now that we got. We're not going to look at it at all. Apparently we're just going to equip it. So anyway, that ring is called a stone ring, and what it does is it boosts your poise damage. So every time you hit someone, it'll stagger them slightly more. so you can quite fast stagger people. And especially if you're using necessitas, the fist weapons, or a decent weapon, they just batter people and they just can't react, just knocked out. So there's another reason why the punching is actually quite a boring video, because for a long time it's just a matter of you stun locking people, because your L1 button there, when you use that, it does a double tap, and that stuns nearly every enemy in the game immediately. So you can just keep hitting that, and it can just stun lock them and kill them. So it's actually very boring to watch. It's really fun to play, especially when you get the higher levels and it doesn't stun lock everybody. I'm gonna fuck these people up. Again, about 9 hits if you're playing with a melee character. What I mean is punching. A pugilist. So this is really easy on these characters. I mean, for this one here, what I'd recommend to do is, if you're starting off yourself, is to go to all the different areas. Because there's three areas I think here in the starting section. We don't do that, we just use the one, I believe, just to get access to our friends. Dagger, that's pretty handy there. I mean, if you start off as an explorer, you can dual wield those pretty fast because you start with one. And they're pretty powerful weapons. Okay, oh. What I love about this game is, like, in the first game, it was quite hard to not use the shield. You got fucked pretty badly, whereas in this, they've worked it out perfectly. So playing as a dual wielding character or a two-hander is actually pretty fun. You just have to know when to dodge, especially boss attacks. And it's great. You just get to know the moveset of your weapon, whatever your choice is, and you can do grand then, you know. I mean, there's a lot of the what's called a direct hit system as well. So if you just say with my sword here, the whole thing is edged, so you're pretty okay. Whereas if you're using like a pickaxe or whatever else, the very tip is what you want to hit them with. So if you hit them anywhere else with it, like with the handle, then you do less damage. Hit them with the tip, you do a bunch of damage. Okay. Okay, so we're just dropping these guys on the floor. They'll exchange these now for our things. I mean, I'm not sure what the community has named these guys yet. Bolt Stone, which is handy, that gives us lightning on our weapons if we get to the point where we can infuse them. I can't remember what this one is. Oh, Demon's Great Hammer. Okay. So, I remember this now. This is me now just fucking around with this thing for a few minutes. I love it, I love it. It's awesome. But, I mean, we might actually get to the point where we can use it. It's a heavy strength weapon. But it's fucking insane. It's really awesome. Okay, careful here. Oh. Where did he put that? Where did he put that hammer? Alright, so you'll see some other fog doors there that we're not going to actually get into. Yeah, and another thing here is you'll see a parry. So with two-handed weapons now, especially the massive fuckers, you can actually parry them if you time it correctly. But obviously, the window is much finer because you have to parry with such a slow fucking weapon. For most enemies have quite fast attacks. It's quite difficult. I'm fascinated by this fucking thing. Okay, put it away. Put it away. Okay. So I do learn later on to keep the information open there on some of the items a bit longer, because I'm not a speed reader. But if you can pause it, you can read it away to your heart's content, provided the video quality is actually decent enough to read on it. Medulla. I love this place. Most people don't like it for some reason. I think it's awesome. I think it's cool the way people end up back here. It's like, I never actually played Demon's Souls, but apparently it's quite like the base in that, the main place. I was never really a massive fan of Firelink Shrine, but yeah, this is awesome. I like it. And you got some pretty cool characters here who we're going to mostly ignore because we're not here for the lore so much. I'm just going to be playing through the game. This is one that you have to do have to turn off there. Not the cinematic effects, but the camera auto adjust. I just realized it's already off. Cross region play is allowed apparently. Okay. So, I mean, if you don't turn that off, your camera will adjust itself and it'll, like in the first game, where just when you're walking across the cathedral arms there, the camera bugs out and you fly off the side of it. So we're going to avoid that whenever possible. What we just picked up there now was the cleric's weaponry. So that's fairly handy now if you wanted to start off as this guy, so you have high health, but then still start as a cleric. Handy. And the binoculars we picked up are very handy for any caster, really. They allow you to aim effectively. So if you're firing a spell, normally you have to be locked on, but with those you just aim almost at the person that you want to aim at. There's no crosshairs, so you have to kind of wing it. But if you hit them, you do quite a bit of damage. I mean, the range is obviously still a factor here. A lot of spells won't reach the target if you can't lock on. So yeah, life gems are healing as well. I'm going to be rambly. I'm not used to this. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be talking about. Home bones. This is stone here behind me that I completely ignore. That's the Victor stone. And basically that makes everything harder. You can't summon people. You can't do anything like that. Your bosses get harder. Every enemy in the game does 50% more damage. You do 50% less. So it's pretty intense. It's pretty fucking intense. I have tried it, and it was actually pretty good. It was handy. Depends on the weapon you're using. That back there was an Estus flask shard. That's Moglin. He's a handy enough guy. We're going to buy some stuff off him later on. Right now we're just going around grabbing a few bits around town. That ladder, the reason I jumped over it there is because it's like a pain in the ass trying to climb back down it. It's pointless that you have to do it. It takes ages. So. Well, that couple of seconds feels like fucking ages. So one of the big changes now in Dark Souls 2 is that you don't actually use your bonfire there to level up. You have to come back here every time and speak to this lady.
Are you?
Who rambles the fuck on?
Or merely a pawn of fate?
She rambles the fuck on.
I will take this.
So yeah, we start skipping.
Go on and see.
Because
You
it
may
takes
grant
forever
what it
to get through her dialogue if we leave her speak, and we're not doing
there
that.
for
So
you.
fuck that. Sorry, love. It's like I imagine that she starts talking. Oh, hello, my next man. I'm like, shh, shh, shh. Lip finger on the lip, you know. Just stop talking, darling. Give me something. Stop talking to me. That's what I imagine that as.
Seek though, their souls will serve as beacon once you have found them, so that hope will. Is that a shark? To see light, however.
Right, so that gives us an extra Estus flask. And then we're going to level up a bit. I'm not sure what we're leveling up. As you can see, different stats that are going to be increased or highlighted. Right, so this is the first area now, and we're going to be heading there. But we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!